What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to zero gap the Wahl detailer. Now guys, the old detailer, the corded detailer, and I'm not sure if any of you guys had this problem, but when you zero gapped it, a lot of the times later, the corners would rise up and they would be really sharp and cut people. Now I'm not really sure about the Wahl detailer, guys. This is my guy Evans that's next to me at the shop, but I'm going to show you guys how to go about adjusting it. Just understand, guys, when you adjust these very close, you do run the risk of cutting people. So make sure that you are light-handed. The more zero gap the trimmer is, the more light-handed you need to be when you're using it. All right, guys, so on the Wahl detailer, we have 2 screws at the top to take off, and then we can get to the bottom of the blade so we can gap it. Now, these are pretty small screws, so my screwdriver tip is really big, not quite going in there, so I am gonna use a little bit smaller tip for the detailer. Now, what's cool about the detailer blade is it actually has a piece on the back of the cutting blade that actually is locked on. So the screws we're gonna adjust are gonna move this piece, and that will only allow this blade to sit in this groove and slide back and forth. So guys, we're gonna loosen the screws. We're gonna actually move the blade right here until it's zero gapped, tighten them back down, and that's how you're gonna gap the detailer. Now these screws are tiny, so I'm gonna bust out a really small screwdriver so I can get these loose, and then we'll gap it. All right, guys, so I got a super small bit. We're gonna go in here. I think I can loosen these by hand. Yep, so we're just gonna loosen those up. And now you guys can see we are able to move this blade around. All right, guys, so now we have our mirror. We're able to move our blade around. We're gonna push both blades against the mirror. That is obviously gonna set the zero, guys. It can't go any further past the mirror. The mirror is a hard surface. And guys, then I like to tilt it this way, and that is going to give it just a little bit under a zero gap. Now I'll pick it up, hold it very firm again, so it can't move, and we'll just snug those screws back down. Now again, guys, I'm just gonna look down the blade. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that is very close, but not too close. You guys can see the steel blade and the cutting blade right there next to each other, and that's gapped. So we'll just throw it back on the detailer, and it'll be good to go. All right, guys, so the detailer is set. One thing to remember, guys, is sometimes when you're messing with these adjustments, you need to do it 2 or 3 times. It does not always work the first time. And one thing to test, guys, I always test it right here. You guys can see I have no hair on my hand right here, but we'll just test it. It's feeling sharp, but not too sharp, so we think it's good to go. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. If you liked it, smash that thumbs up down below. Leave me a comment and let me know if there's any other equipment and things like this that you guys want me to show you how to do. Make sure you guys subscribe if you like content like this. I'm always dropping stuff like this. I'm pretty handy, and I think I can help you guys figure out how to do a lot of these things yourself. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you next time.